headlines on a few of the national dailies. The Vanguard is first one here. It says withheld pay. SANU, NASU shut down varsities nationwide. Federal government now requires over 19 trillion naira to complete inherited road projects. Umahi. It's funny how most of these projects under the Buhari administration, we collected loans for them. And then now we are collecting loans for them. Okay. End bad governance protest. Wake up call. Northern governors. Senate screens ministerial nominees today. All of these are headlines on the Vanguard newspaper. I did not keep records of money collected for Emefiele. Witness tells court. You would see that on the Vanguard newspaper as well. And grid collapse. Coleman decries impact on manufacturing. Naira rises to 1,730 naira to $1 in the parallel market. Should I call that a rise? What do you think? Find out details on the Vanguard newspaper. And on The Nation, we have a few headlines there as well that are worth looking at. This one says, Emefiele instructed me not to keep records of... What's this saying here? Emefiele instructed me not to keep records of collected dollars, says witness. Okay, this is how The Nation puts it. On the Vanguard, it was put differently, but referring to the same thing, basically no records. Blackout. Tinubu orders quick electricity restoration to affected northern states. This report came, I think, 2 days ago, and I was trying to understand what happened with the grid this time. It wasn't a national collapse. It was a northern collapse. Not understanding the situation at all. Hopefully, we'll find out how this works in our conversation today. Minister advocate for laws to empower women. 10,000 youths to receive NDDC's 500 million naira from December. Okay. How long has this been on, and how many youths are aware that the NDDC is doing something of this nature and will be giving out monies perhaps for businesses? You want to find out the details, the Vanguard is where you go to. You find out the details, but I'm pretty sure that it is a youth internship scheme. Yeah, that the commission had set up. I think that was what it was. I know that they were paying 50,000 naira as monthly stipend, and that's what they want to pay. So let's wait and see. We hope that it is not, I know you know me, that people got their name onto that list. The numbers to call are 0817-923-0007. 0817-923-0007. You can also call 0817-923-0003. Quickly, JJ is in Rumigbo. Let's hear you. Keep it very short. We don't have a lot of time.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning.
Straight to the point. Good morning, JJ.
Yes, you said Naira again.
Well,
1,007 something.
Well,
I think we are in competition right now. Naira and petrol, will get to 2,000 Naira first. GDI said they are meeting with the chairman of PDP, and that it was the governor that caused problem and all those. Andrew, I don't know if you have heard this word. It takes two to tango. The man who is causing the problem is the one you're praising and not claiming victim of the same crisis. Who does that, for goodness sake? So to leave the governor from their own matter and think of how to see how to work around it instead of all this blaming and also praising the man who is causing the problem. But Emo has simplified celebration of Haka. I think that is a good development because the man is a mover and shaker of society. I say happy birthday to him. Thank you.
All right, Abinoye in Abua, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Yemi Andrew.
Good morning, Abinoye.
Yes, today is a red letter day in the annals of history that the road, the Elok Elmo Eram Road, is being commissioned. I want to join the chairman of the Bodia local government, Vincent Ebo, to invite all and sundry to come and witness this occasion. I think it's a relief for that address, the Abua audience, and I want to commend the Governor Timler Fobara, for that gesture. And today is remarkable I also want to, in the same vein, to talk about the Ahoda Abua Road. That Ahoda Abua Road, there is a glitch. There's a problem at the Okorowo Junction. There is an army officer who have the onus of surveillance along that road. And they've left the surveillance of the pipeline to block the road, a checkpoint. Now what they do there is they collect commission. I was on hand there. Nobody told me. What they do is how much did you carry, and then they will collect money from them. I just want to call on the GOC, whoever. In fact, I think that area is within the Ahoda jurisdiction.
All right, thank you very much, Abinoye. Point made. We have to move on. On Facebook, Olebara from Owerri says, Abia rep in police custody for assaulting boat driver. I'm still wondering how that individual could call himself a lawmaker and found himself in that position. Those are the type of lawmakers we have in the country. It's not the first now. Remember the other guy that assaulted the lady at his shop. What was his name again? Oh, goodness me. His name is... I'm sure you know the person I'm talking about. He's no longer a lawmaker, I think. Yes. But he served his term, and that's it. I'm sure you remember him. Dakuku Inechie, good morning.
Good morning, Femi Andrew. Good morning, Nigerian Info.
Good morning.
Let me go to the comments credited by PDP state chairman, Emeka Error, the Chukwemeka. Listen, the comment is credited. Listen, whatever they are doing, concentrating with their FCT minister, nobody is against it. Where I'm so shocked is that he said that when Nike was ruling the state, that there is a peace in River State, which I mean, every River State knows, even in Nigeria, most of communities fling away from their community. They become refugees in other places. Most of boys in River State died. But today, come to River State, we live beautifully. We can sleep outside till 11 o'clock. But previously, most of the community, we are not belong in their community. But today we are living. He's talking about this. Number one, let me go. He's coming about this. They will support APC, not APC. They say to the culture for sure. They are coming that not to pay the whole local government. How can the state move money for the workers? Not for the way you do for the local government chairman. The money is for the workers. That's what I'm saying about. When Amechi was a city minister, when Amechi was a minister, he could not stop for the location of River State because he knows that the River State is important. He allowed even the money that he won. They use it as just a weekend. He used it in River State.
All right, Dakuku, your point has been made. Let's go to Buguma. Yes, Dakuku, we got your point.
So let me talk about my local government chairman who's doing my work with the executive. This Children Justice is a very nice man, chief of staff. Also the secretary, Nugaman. These people, he teach people in a jail, and they rule a jail well.
Thank you, Dakuku. Point made. We have to move on. Please, I repeat again. Let's try to keep it very short. We don't have a lot of time. Otherwise, I might have to interrupt you, okay? If you have 3 things you want to respond to or 2 things or more than 1 thing you want to respond to, be very short and straight to the point, please, so we can accommodate as much calls as possible. George in Buguma, straight to the point. Good morning.
Andrew, good morning. Andrew, you see why reactions, we always encounter reactions. Looking at the statement credited to Bright Amewule, we have said it time without number that the governor of every state, once elected, remains the leader. Others could be referred as former leaders, and they go to bench as former leaders and not current leaders anymore. Now, Bright Amewule is talking about GDI, a group, a pressure group that has been outnumbered by simplified in the River State. You are still talking of GDI. GDI is only a past memory. As I speak to you now, he's also telling me that he's supporting Tono Kocha for going to court to stop allocation. Andrew, the question is that can any court in this country give judgment to stop a federal government from receiving allocation from state? Or can you give judgment to stop any state from receiving allocation from federal government? These are the constructions and the issues that we are talking about. What cannot be done to another, you are trying to apply it to be done to another. You know, that is injustice. He who goes to equity must go with a clean hand. The governor of River
All right, George, your point has been made. Let's go to Rukwaku now. Walter, good morning.
Good morning, my brother Andrew.
Good morning, Walter.
Yes, let me look at the flood committee headed by the chairman, the deputy governor of the state, visiting other areas. So please, I am using medium to tell them or to inform them, even though they have been informed, for them to come and visit my own place. Rukwaku is not far from Port Harcourt here. It's not far. Let them come and see what we are seeing. Andrew, you see this rain that rained on Sunday? It has worsened the place. Even though we know that Julobega have taken the survey of the place, they have done that because we wrote to governor and the governor listened to us. But I think that them coming and fast for the job, they have subdued the place. But when are they coming to do the job? People have packed out. We cannot access to our businesses. It's not far. I want them to go to the committee. Let them come and see what we are talking, what I'm talking on radio every day. Please.
All right, Walter.
Them to come and come.
Thank you very much. I'm pretty sure they can hear you. Those in that position can hear you and would address it. Members of the committee. Bright Rumodumaya, good morning.
Thank you, Stephen. Good morning.
Yes, go on, Bright.
GDI president worldwide, Bright Amehule, said that he's supporting Antonio Kocha to stop local government allocation. I think if you ask me, I will say it's because of the election that they said was not properly conducted. I will beg the River State government and RISEC to reconduct the election so that there will be peace and allocation will come to local government for workers to get their salary. I think let the governor reason with them and see how peace will come to River State. And they also praise the city minister, Ian Wike, for a job well done in River State. I think that's a very good one. Wike did well when he was the governor of River State, just as he's doing well now as the city minister in Nigeria. Now, IDP camp, people complain that there is no IDP camp. And River State government is giving rights and other things. Those rights, and so on, they are giving. We just eat them on top of the flood. So they should first of all provide a place for them to stay. The chairman that have been hired before now saying that they are the best local government chairman. This is the time to do the work.
All right, Bright. Thank you very much.
When you hire Keke and hire right.
Thank you, Bright. Point made. But I think they provided, perhaps you didn't follow to that part or you didn't listen from that part. I know I've had a conversation with the Chief Press Secretary to the Council Chairman. We've also had a conversation with the Commissioner for Environment. And then we've also had it on the news, how the system works, IDP camps that were set up and where those affected by the floods are set up. And I think that was where they went to deliver the food items to the people who were in those camps. There are still some people that are yet to be evacuated, yes, and we would call on the council to do what it can to make sure everybody, is evacuated properly and fended for. Yep, so perhaps you missed that part. I just had to point out that, yes, I think they are doing exactly what you said about getting the food to those in the IDP camps. And good news in Mount 3. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my brother, man.
Yes.
Yes, to continue from what you just said, I think he who does not know how to listen will not know how to speak and how to talk. And it's not good for
Good news. It is not in your place to decide who would listen and know how to talk. Make your contribution to the headline and move on. Please.
All right. So let me use this opportunity to even appreciate the deputy governor for moving around with her team. And as I have been saying, they should look into Opiapo too. The Negaropoku and Rumosi axis. They should look into it because there are also flood victims. This is not about flash flooding. But coming to tell me that that is supporting Tony Kocha, of course now, has he ever supported anything good? They only support where he thinks that it is working for them, that will make them work, not what is good. If they tell them that all what they have supported before will be fighting them now. We don't believe it. Thank God for the governor who has been peaceful. But I think to an extent, when he does peace, he should shake his body too and let them know that he is the leader and one who's God. Even Wike, the smart governor Wike, used his own chopping mouth to say that Fubara is not the governor, he's not the leader. When he leaves, you follow him. That all power in heaven and earth has been given to him.
All right, let's go to Elele now. Emeka, quickly, let's hear you. Good morning.
My dear brother, good morning.
Yep, good morning.
Yes, I want to laugh over the comment coming from the BDI president, Bright Amewule.
Please turn down the volume of your radio.
Is the GDI is existing? They say they went to see the PDP chairman of River State. I can't address Emeka as PDP chairman in River State. I'm addressing it's a own fellowship that is in Abarodia, not a PDP activity. Bright Army will also supporting Tony Koja to stop local government allocation. My dear brother, nobody, one of woman can stop local government allocation. Thank you and God bless you.
All right, thank you very much, Emeka. Still on Facebook, King Boy says, flood victims cry out for help. Let the local government chairman and state government go and help them out. Jeff Atibekwe says, hope NDDC empowerment won't be hijacked and people of Niger Delta should rise up against the scrapping of NDDC by Tinubu. NDDC was never scrapped. It was not scrapped. The Niger Delta Ministry was perhaps renamed. I think that's the best way. And the commissions collapsed under the new ministry that was set up. So nothing was scrapped. Raymond, I'm still shocked that persons displaced by flood don't have IDP camps after all these months of warning and they failed to prepare. Detained Abia House of Reps. What is that? Oh, goodness. Let me remind Brighton Mebele and his co-hosts that under Wiki administration, no employment for 8 years. Gift in Sirim. That's from you. Nongu Kletu says from Benue State, Amebele former speaker. Oh, that was really fast. This is why I say keep the messages very short so we could just, Dea Seifa says, my appreciation to the governor and his deputy for visiting those affected by the flood and providing amenities for them. There are still many more people that need that attention. Let's do more. We'll take a short commercial. Stay with us.
Nigeria Info will be right back.